The IPL resumes today after an 8-day gap, and it's going to be Royal Challengers Bengaluru taking on the reigning champions Kolkata Knight Riders at the iconic M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the most important FAQs that are going to be related to the resumption of the Indian Premier League. When's the final going to take place? When are the playoffs? What could be the venues for the playoffs here? Well, let's have a look. Well, first of all, tournament resumes today with RCB taking on KKR. That was also the tournament opener as far as IPL 2025 is concerned. The playoffs and final here, well, they are going to take place between May 29th until June 3rd. So on May 29th, it will be qualifier 1, May 30th, eliminator, then it's going to be a day's break. On June 1st, it's going to be qualifier 2 to decide the second finalist, and on June 3rd, it is going to be the two teams taking on in the summit clash of IPL 2025. So May 29th, May 30th, June 1st and June 3rd. Two double headers, one on May 18th and the other on May 25th. Both are Sundays here. So now what could be the venues for the playoffs? Well, nothing has been decided so far by the BCCI and the IPL Governing Council. It could be in Hyderabad, could be in Kolkata, but nothing has been confirmed as of now. But we can expect a confirmation from the BCCI very shortly regarding this decision. What about the PBKS versus Delhi Capitals game, and why this game has been chosen as far as the FAQs of IPL are concerned here? Well, this was the last game that basically took place in Dharamshala May 8th when the suspension of the tournament happened. It was about 10 or 11 overs old when the match had to be called off midway due to the security concerns in Dharamshala, primarily because of the Operation Sindoor and the cross-border tensions between India and Pakistan. So what happened to this particular game? Have the points really been split, or there is going to be another game as far as both PBKS versus DC is concerned? Well, no points have been split here. Punjab Kings are going to take on Delhi Capitals once again, but this time around the game will take place at a new venue, a neutral venue here, Savai Mansingh Stadium in Jaipur on May 24th, which is obviously going to be next week. Stark and several players are unavailable. Well, that's going to be the thing as far as the overseas players go here. Mitchell Stark will miss out on the remainder of the matches for Delhi Capitals. He has opted out to prepare for the WTC final for Australia against South Africa. That will begin on June 11th at the Mecca of Cricket in Lords. There are other players also. Tristan Stubbs, who is a part of the WTC final, well, he is going to be there until the league stage matches for Delhi Capitals. For Aiden Markram, he'll also be there with LSG until the end of the league stage matches. But several players have also opted out. There's still no confirmation over Josh Hazelwood, the RCB pacer here. He's also a part of Australian squad for the WTC final. So yes, some players are going to be there, but some players aren't really going to make it for the remaining matches of IPL 2025. Now, there has been a rule change also as far as the player replacement rule goes. Initially, the thing was that the team were allowed to announce replacements on or before the 12th game of the season. But now, due to the non-availability of the overseas players, the BCCI and the IPL Governing Council has revised the rule, and they have said that temporary replacements are going to be there until the end of the tournament. So the teams can basically announce them until the end of the tournament. But can these temporary players be retained ahead of the 2026 season? That's actually the burning question. Well, that's not really going to happen. Temporary replacements cannot be retained ahead of the 2026 season. All the players, let's say for example Mustafizur Rahman, who is going to be part of Delhi Capitals now, there's possibility of Johnny Bairstow and Richard Gleeson joining Mumbai Indians. So assuming they do feature in the IPL from now, they cannot be retained by their respective franchises, and they will have to enter the auction ahead of the 2026 season of the Indian Premier League. So that's about it as far as the most important FAQs of the IPL 2025 resumptions is concerned. Stay tuned to Sports Today as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Pawan, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.